Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Raggedy Pack, episode 3 of season 4 of Game of Thrones. We're doing our watch session. We are slightly still lukewarm coming at you off of episode 2, where we finally got something good to happen. Joffrey
is dead.
He's dead.
Finally, he's dead.
He is no more.
He is dead. He choked.
He blew
on
a
his own
3-1
blood.
lead.
Is it a 3-1 lead?
I mean, he killed 3 kings, 3 of the 5.
Kill him.
Rob's dead. Renly's dead. Stannis and All right, he blew it.
He defeated him
Just
in
go with
battle.
the joke. Just go with the joke.
I see the vision.
Okay. But yeah, that happened.
Mhm.
Very satisfying for Igly for the first time. Still very satisfying for me.
Hell yeah.
Mhm.
I was sitting there with like a maniacal grin on my face while Joffrey's like bullying Tyrion
Mhm. You know
and,
what's coming.
and just being awful. And I'm just sitting there. I'm like,
Oh, just you wait.
yes, he's about
Just
to
you
get
wait,
it.
little man. How old was
So,
Joffrey at the time of his death?
Like
he's like
16 or
16,
17?
17. Wow, Corey and I are so connected.
That's cute.
Yeah. But elsewhere, Sansa is escaping with Sir Dantos. Dantos?
Sounds right to me.
She is pulled aside at while Joffrey's choking himself out, and then Tyrion gets blamed by
Mhm.
good old Cersei, who just is so kind.
Yeah, let's throw out the food. Let's not do something
Yeah,
nice.
give it to the dogs.
Terrible.
I mean, Igly defends Cersei and attacks Marjorie, but we all know that he does that just to spite me, because there's no way that he actually doesn't like Cersei, right? Please say
No,
right.
Cersei, I give characters... Okay, so it's less like, but trying to understand them. Trying to get in their heads. See if it's what they're doing. If I can follow some sort of train of thought, you know? It's less about liking Cersei. Cersei has not done anything redeemable in so long. Yeah, no, she's been terrible.
You don't say.
Yeah, so there's no... I don't know how she's gonna react now, or what she's gonna do now, except throw Tyrion under the bus. I thought about it more while you guys were pissing for 25 minutes.
Oh, yeah.
We were holding hands.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sword fighting.
and I was rewatching.
We were
honestly.
like Jamie and Braun.
Yeah, sword fighting. Yeah. Honestly, it'd be more likely Cersei to kill her own son than Tyrion to do
I
it,
used my left
because
hand to make it fair.
true. What was the right hand doing?
Holding hands.
Oh, true.
Is
what
that all you thought
about?
of?
What are you talking about? It just Tyrion
What
is
you were
too-
thinking of?
Tyrion is just too logical. There are moments where he acts on. I mean, he's definitely an emotional. He's definitely a character that's full of emotion. But I think in that moment, Joffrey choking to death. I think he was just mentally he was trying to say, "Hey, who the hell did this?" Which is a good question, but I don't think it's him anymore.
Mhm.
In terms of who it could be, I don't know. When I was rewatching, I was trying to decide: is it the wine or is it the pie? Who else is eating the pie? It'd have to be the wine. But that's what the wine is in front of Cersei, and I assume they're just sharing it. So what killed him? The pie or the wine? The big question. Because he started choking right after he ate a piece of the pie. But before that, he drank some wine. How fast does a poison act? I don't know. I'm not a master of poison. I don't know the timeline that would take, you know?
Uh-huh.
I've never killed anyone before, if that is of surprise. So where am I going with this?
I don't know.
It could be anyone. It could be anyone. It could be anyone. But in terms of likely culprits, the only person it would make sense for it to be, it would have to be either Oberyn or I mean the other one is it's got Oberyn, Tywin, or the Jester. It doesn't make sense for it to be Tywin. That's actually just a stupid guess. Or the Jester. Because I was like thinking, hey, is it Marjorie? She was the last one to hold the pie. She gave the pie to him. But it doesn't benefit the Tyrells or Marjorie at all. Because her status of Queen Regent can be it's not really fully cemented, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But then again, the name of Joffrey's new sword was like Widowmaker or some
Widow's
shit.
Wail.
Widow's Wail.
Widow's Wail. Marjorie's technically a widow. I don't know, and that was that person who said Widow's Wail.
She's a widow times 2.
I guess true. So I don't know. It just wouldn't make sense for it to be the Tyrells because it's just not putting them in a place that it's not benefiting them. So who is it? The only person that has a motive would be Oberyn. But I just don't think he did it. So I have no answer, and I've been talking for 5 minutes or so.
I like it.
No.
That's what the people are
totally,
here for.
like you. Yeah, you were totally cooking.
I like
with no
whodunit,
ingredients.
Man.
The critical thinking
some dove pie
is like the best part of these Game of Thrones reactions.
I just imagine them getting warmer and colder. Whenever
I kind of like tuned out because I could tell you were starting to ramble. And then I tuned back in midway through, and I'm like, "Oh, he still hasn't said anything."
Don't listen to Blake. He's a hater. He views you.
Blake's a hater.
It's like Pycelle. I know you're more of a Varys or Tyrion.
I view him more as Littlefinger.
Oh, okay, no.
Okay.
You remember when you said you haven't killed anyone earlier? You might have to change it after that statement.
All right.
Comments get this man.
And they get me every week. They're convinced Igley and I actually hate each other, which is fine. I can play the bit.
The only thing I hate is we don't play Elden Ring enough.
You guys were literally playing before this.
We did one dungeon.
Session.
Okay.
One dungeon that had been living rent free in my head for 3 months.
Yeah, it could be much shorter if we played.
True.
More frequently.
Right. I'm ready to watch this.
Ready
you
to
guys
watch
ready?
as well.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Before we get into it, hit that like button, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you don't miss when our Game of Thrones uploads go live. But if you don't want to wait, we have early access available on our Patreon right now. Link for that's in the description below. There's also a link to join our free Discord and links to our social medias, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter. Check all those out, and let's get into this reaction.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Let's go.
You did this. You did this.
Free my boy.
Where's his wife?
He's innocent.
Where's Sansa?
Bar the gates of the city sees every ship in the harbor.
This does look suspicious.
The capital.
Where are they running? Escape by boat?
What do you think they're going to do? Hop on a plane?
Get in.
Where they going? High Garden?
Somewhere safe.
What is that boat? Or was it perhaps the Lord of Light?
Lion
I don't know. It's looking kind of dark.
Up you go, my lady.
You guys trying to play some Sea of Thieves?
You'll be fine.
Down to sail the
You're
seas.
stronger than you know.
Lord Baelish.
Peter, are you hurt?
Him?
Good. I'm sure you've had quite a fright. Rest easy. The worst is
A
past.
rare
I promised I'd get her to you safely.
Softly, my friend. Boys
A
just
rare
carry
little
over
finger
water.
dub?
I I should get back
No.
before someone thinks to look for me.
10,000, was it?
10,000.
Did he choke on the little finger? Oh!
Effed up.
He was helping me because I saved his life.
Yes.
That was
And he
part of the
gave you a
ruse.
priceless necklace. The last legacy of House Hollard.
Well, there goes her confidence.
I know you've had a difficult day. But you're safe now.
Safe,
Promise
okay.
you that.
Safe is the last thing you are here.
So am I the queen?
More than
Up for
you were
debate.
with Renly, less than you would have been if Joffrey had done you the courtesy of consummating the marriage before dying.
Clawing at his own throat, looking to his mother to make it stop. It was horrible.
No, it's pretty
It was
great.
great.
Flowing with horrible things, but they're all a tray of cakes next to death.
One of my husbands preferred the company of men and was stabbed through the heart. Another was happy as torturing animals and was poisoned at our wedding feast.
That's some bad
I
luck.
must be cursed.
Nonsense. Your circumstances have improved markedly.
Next time, third time's a charm.
You did wonderful work on Joffrey. The next one should be easier.
Don't bury him with that sword.
Nice eyes.
Your brother is dead. Do you know what that means?
It means I'll become king.
Yes, you will become king. What kind of king do you think you'll be?
Can't be worse than Joffrey.
I think so as well. What is a good king's single most important quality?
This is hardly the place or the time.
Body's still warm.
Baelor the Blessed was holy. He ended up fasting himself into an early grave because food was of this world and this world was sinful.
Justice.
Yeah. Horus I was just. He was murdered in his sleep after less than a year by his own brother. Was that truly just of him?
What about strength?
Yes. Strength.
Okay.
King Robert was strong. And he attended 3 small council meetings in 17 years. He spent his time
More than
whoring,
Joffrey.
hunting and drinking.
Wisdom.
Yes.
Wisdom is what makes a good king.
Yes. A wise young king listens to his counselors and heeds their advice until he comes of age.
But Tywin's old. He must be wise.
Continue to listen to them long afterwards. Your brother was not a wise king. Your brother was not a good king. If he had been, perhaps he'd still be alive.
Not even giving Cersei time to grieve.
Yes, but why? To further the family line. Do you know how that happens?
Yes?
Yes, but has anyone explained the detail to you?
The talk.
I don't think so.
It's all relatively straightforward.
How are you?
I'm alright.
You are. You will be. I'll see to that.
Jaime being a father.
It was Tyrion.
No.
He killed him. He told me he would.
Yeah?
The day will come when you think you are safe and happy, and your joy will turn to ashes in your mouth.
I remember that.
Did she feel safe and happy
Saw
though?
it.
No, she was not safe and happy at the
Saw
wedding.
Joff point at him just before he
Know what I saw.
avenge him.
Avenge him.
Avenge our son. Kill Tyrion. I want him dead. Please, you have to.
Okay.
Done the sept.
Body's still warm, guys. Come on. You don't have to make another son right here. Is that like the first action he's gone since coming back?
You're a hateful woman. Why have the gods made me love a hateful woman?
Oh my god. Not on top of the body.
The way it like focused on him, bro.
Bro!
Please.
This is disgusting.
Stop it.
Come on, Jaime. You got like a whole full season of character development. Don't undo it now by having sex with your sister over the corpse of your dead son.
Stop right. It's not right.
Okay.
Left up.
Okay.
Gonna rain soon. Where are we?
Where are we?
I'd like to see Bravos one day.
Why Bravos?
I have friends there.
Oh, okay.
7 blessings to you.
Hey.
This is my land.
If I'm standing on it, it's my land.
We were just watering the horses. We'll be on our way. Forgive my father. He was wounded fighting in the war. Our cottage burned down while he was gone, and my mother with it.
Okay.
He's never been the same.
Damn.
Which house did he fight for?
Ooh. Speech check.
The Tullys of Riverrun.
There's a storm coming. You'll be wanting a roof tonight.
Speech check.
There's fresh hay in the barn.
Successful.
And Sally here makes rabbit stew just like her mom used to do.
Let's go. What a team.
Nice.
We ask the Father to judge us with mercy. We ask the maiden to protect Sally's virtue and keep her from the clutches of depravity.
You're going to do all 7 of the
He's hungry.
He's never been the same.
We ask
Are you damn enough
to strengthen
chickens?
our hands and our backs.
And we ask the stranger not to kill us in our beds tonight for no damn reason at all.
Okay.
I'm so sorry.
Okay. Leave some for them. Oh my god. You're spilling the soup.
Lord Frey committed sacrilege that day. He shared bread and salt with the Starks. He offered them guest right.
Guest right don't mean much anymore.
It means something to me.
Fair. 4 rangers stay at their house.
You got any ale?
Okay.
Afraid not.
How can a man not keep ale in his home?
You look like
Poor
you could
Sally,
win that
dude.
sword. Real warrior. Proper training.
He does have proper training.
Those raiders wouldn't stand a chance against you.
Ooh.
Sounds like a
side quest?
Yeah.
I could use a man to help with the farm work. And if any thieves came looking for easy pickings, one look at you, I bet they'd run the other way.
Sounds like a job offer.
What do you pay?
I don't have much. But I have hidden a bit of silver from the bandits.
Okay.
Fair wages for fair work?
Fair wages for fair work.
Okay.
Vinland Saga vibes.
So true. I'm glad he made that reference. What was that? What? You just rob him?
What did you do?
Get your horse saddled.
He took us in. He fed us.
He's weak. He can't protect himself. They'll both be dead come winter. Dead men don't need silver.
You're the worst
It's not right.
in the Seven Kingdoms.
It's plenty worse than me. I just understand the way things are. How many stars they got to behead before you figure it out?
Got fair points.
But on an individualistic level, it's still wrong.
Ninth-born son.
Yeah, those are totally comparable.
There he is, Sam the Slayer.
Going to visit your wildling.
That's what they're calling him?
She's not a whore. Maybe I'll give her a copper tonight and find out.
Okay. Watch your back. You might find a dagger in it.
You all think I'm lying.
About what?
Killing the White Walker.
You're not lying.
But you're the only one that saw it. And they all think you're just a,
A what?
well, a wildling.
Another W
Right.
word.
My father hated that word. Makes me sound a bit dangerous, doesn't it?
100 men, 1 woman.
They've got other things to think about.
Yeah,
That's
but
the
they're not
only
gonna
thing
think
we
straight.
about. There's 100 men lying awake at night picturing you.
And what about you?
What about me?
He's sworn an oath.
Gilly? I worry about you.
Thank you
For what?
for worrying about me.
It's cute.
I don't know if you're safe here. Maybe, right, you'd be safer in Molestown.
Molestown.
Are you bored of me?
It's not that.
Bored of you. I want to protect you.
I'll get these to Hob. Keep an eye on Little Sam.
Little Sam. Yeah, he has a point.
Grace?
Has word.
Man now. What do you make of that?
Has word traveled? I saw Joffrey.
Me too.
He's sounding it out. Oh man.
Joffrey.
The usurper, Joffrey Baratheon. I said those words when I tossed a leech into the fire. A leech filled with bastard blood. A bastard you set free. I am now faced with a great opportunity, and I am powerless to take advantage of it.
We'll find you an army of Grace.
You're too reliant on this.
I've rallied House Peasbury to your cause. Soldiers win wars. Soldiers on the ground. It's dirty on the ground.
We don't have any gold.
Not yet.
Gotta
Have
sell
a
some
plan.
onions.
We just need money.
You're late.
Sorry, Princess.
You won't be a very good hand if you see the word knight and say Kurd nigget.
That happened once. You're your father's daughter and no mistake. Bloody relentless, the both of you.
You'll never read well if you move your lips. That's how children do it.
Listen, we all start somewhere.
The life and adventures of Elio Grivas, first sword of Bravos. Thank you very much.
I like this one. It's full of sword fights and pirates. You were a pirate once.
No, I was never a pirate. I was a smuggler.
What's the difference?
Well, if you're a famous smuggler, you're not doing it right.
My father says a criminal's a criminal.
Your father lacks an appreciation of the finer points
Father
of bad
burns people.
behavior. Almost got beheaded by a first sword of Bravos. I tried to explain to him the difference between pirates and smugglers, but he didn't seem any more interested in the distinction than your father. I suppose if you work for the Iron Bank of Bravos, and each one of your gold barges is
Iron
worth half a
Bank.
kingdom, you tend not to be overly concerned with the kind of distinction.
What's he thinking? We taking out a loan?
What was that for?
I need you to
Better
write a
father
message.
figure than status.
Yourself.
100%.
It's too important for me. I need a smart person to do it. Go on. To the officers of the Iron Bank of Bravos.
Okay.
Stannis Baratheon, the one true king of Westeros.
But that's not you.
I need to get their attention.
Where are you from?
North of here.
North of here? You're fucking rolling.
Okay.
Room and board.
That's right.
Could find other work for her too.
No other work.
There'd be money. Give you a piece of it.
No
No.
other work.
Is this any better? What is that? Or
I don't even want to know.
They washing out a condom?
You'll be safer here. Who's going to protect you at Castle Black? Me?
Yeah.
You protected me north of the wall.
You have to trust me.
Baby doesn't like it
It's for
here.
the best.
Can't leave her.
What?
Male cheeks?
I don't think so.
Oh.
How many people we got here?
Greedy.
I'm sorry. You're lovely. I just never acquired the taste.
You're calling my beauty an acquired taste.
Oh, you're dead.
Quite all right, lover. There's more for you.
You like them both the same. Boys and girls.
Does that surprise you?
Everyone has a preference.
And everyone is missing half the world's pleasure. The gods made that, and it delights me. The gods made this, and it delights me.
Goddamn.
War, I fight for Dawn. When it comes to love, I don't choose sides.
Lord
Tywin.
May we have the room?
Kind of busy here.
I'm sorry about your grandson.
Are you?
I don't believe that a child is responsible for the sins of his father or his grandfather.
Child has committed
Awful
sins.
way to die.
Which way is that? Some believe the king choked.
Some believe the sky is blue because we live inside the eye of a blue-eyed giant.
It is known.
The king was poisoned.
The eye looks at the egg.
Poisons at the Citadel.
I did. This is why I know.
Ooh.
Your hatred for my family is rather well known.
Why haven't you thrown me in a dungeon?
You spoke with
Odin's
Tyrion
sight
in
war.
this very brothel on the day that you arrived. What did you discuss?
The death of my sister.
For which you blame me.
She was raped and murdered by the Mountain. The Mountain follows your orders. Of course I blame you.
Men at war commit all kinds of crimes without their superiors' knowledge.
So you deny involvement in Elia's murder?
Categorically.
A non-answer, what a surprise.
I would like to speak with the Mountain.
I could arrange for this meeting.
But you want something in return.
There will be a trial for my son, and as custom dictates, 3 judges will render a verdict. I would like you to be the 3rd.
Why?
Okay.
I will also invite you to sit on the small council, to serve as one of the new king's principal advisors.
Okay.
The king is dead. The Greyjoys are in open rebellion. A wildling army marches on the wall, and in the east, a Targaryen girl has 3 dragons.
Now we care about the dragons.
Only the Dornish managed to resist Aegon Targaryen and his dragons.
You're saying you need us. That must be hard for you to admit.
Will you say it though? Oh.
No.
You help me serve justice to the king's assassins, and I will help you serve justice to Elia's.
Cutting deals here.
Did he shake his hand?
Gotta save him, Pod the Rod.
Apologies for the stench.
I brought you some wine, Lord, but they took it from me.
A noble effort.
Oh man.
A quill, some parchment, duck sausage, almonds.
Where'd you put the sausage?
And some hard cheese.
You're a good lad.
He is a good lad.
Any word of Shay?
I've heard nothing, my lord.
Hope she's
Well,
safe.
if that's a good thing. Do you believe I murdered Joffrey?
No, my lord.
The world is a better place without him, but I had nothing to
True.
do with it. Trial in a fortnight. Have they announced
Fortnite?
the judges yet?
Battle Royale?
Or we drop it.
Your father,
Kingsland.
Of course.
Mace Tyrell,
Who will vote exactly as my father tells him to vote.
Prince Oberyn of Dorne.
Oberyn?
I'm supposed to get a list of names from you, my lord. Anyone who might testify on your behalf.
Very well. My wife, Sansa.
My lord, she's gone.
Gone?
No one's seen her since the wedding. You don't think she...
No.
Whoever killed the king wanted me to lose my head for it. And with my wife's disappearance, it makes me seem that much more guilty. Podrick.
Yes, my lord.
They'll be following you now.
Who will?
I don't know. They.
They.
The man pulling the strings, or woman, my father. Whenever something bad happens to me, I assume it's my sister that had a hand in it. Say what you will of Cersei. She loves her children. She is the only one I'm certain had nothing to do with this murder. Which makes it unique, as King's Landing murders go.
Any other witnesses, my lord?
This is me trying to think.
Varys.
For real.
Vouch for me if he dared. Fetch Bronn. I have a job for him.
I've already asked, my lord. They won't let him see you.
Why not?
Why not
They say
Brawny?
He's a known cutthroat and your close associate.
Would they at least allow me to see Jaime?
I'll ask, my lord.
He's busy.
Yeah. Rolling around in the Sept of Baelor.
I don't even want to think about that scene anymore.
I can't believe that got included, bro.
There's something else, my lord.
What?
A man... I didn't know his face. He came to ask if I'd testify against you. Said I'd be named Sir Podrick Payne if I told the judges you'd bought a poison called the Strangler.
Sir Podrick Payne. That's a nice ring to it. What did you tell him?
I didn't tell them anything, my lord.
The trial's in a fortnight. They'll want an answer before that.
Already gave them an answer, my lord.
I will not have you dying on my behalf. Do you hear me? If I have to take that long walk to the executioner's block, I don't want to see your head already mounted.
My lord.
Pod, I am giving you an order.
Take the
Go
deal.
and find my brother and tell him I need him. And get yourself out of King's Landing before it's too late. Pod! This is farewell.
The only good man in King's Landing.
Farewell.
Gendry's here, bro.
What?
Gendry's in King's Landing.
When did Gendry get to...
When Davos said...
A more loyal squire.
He's still paddling.
Oh, you're right. My fault, cuh.
He's spoiled.
Yeah.
Gendry actually capsized and he doesn't know how to swim, so he drowned. I'm sorry, Igloo. He's with the drowned god
Sirio
now.
Bravos down there.
Oh my god.
Mother says it's time to eat.
What you got boiling?
No, wait.
What's going on here?
Potatoes. Well, no one boils a potato.
This is too happy.
She got.
Come on.
She's in kill mode.
She don't miss. Okay. I don't know how far that kid's making it.
God
damn. Ooh,
Chickens?
chickens. Unnamed child will remember that.
Telltale
Ah,
game.
never mind. The kids too? Ah, he's gonna have a snack.
You know how to get to Castle Black? Those your parents.
He's gonna eat his parents in front of him?
I'm going to eat them.
No.
Do you hear me? Go tell the crows at Castle Black.
The show just gets more and more dark and twisted.
Yeah.
Terrible.
They want to draw us out and pick us off a few at a time.
So what do you do?
Just over 100 men. Can't afford to lose a single man.
That's
We
so
must
little.
Remember our first responsibility. We are the watchers on the wall.
There's got to be a way to protect them.
You're a champion of the common people, Lord Snow. What do you say to Brother Pip's proposition?
Is he ready?
This raider is coming. If the wildlings breach the wall, they'll roll over everything and everyone for 1,000 miles before they reach an army that can stop them.
Rangers returning.
Oh.
Thought you'd have blue eyes by now.
Is this all that's left of
We were held up by
Craster's?
chains. We were guests.
What?
Of the mutineers across this keep. And the mutineers stay. They're not going anywhere.
Oh, they're
Got
staying
his
there.
food and his wives.
We need to ride north and kill them all.
We just went over this, boy. Justice can wait.
It's not about justice. I told the wildlings we had over 1,000 men at Castle Black alone. Carl and the others know the truth as well as we do. How long do you think they'll keep that information to themselves when the wildlings are peeling their fingernails?
Oh shit.
Man says all he needs to crush us, he just doesn't know it yet. And even if every one of us kills 100 wildlings,
That's too much of an
there's
ask.
nothing we can do to stop them.
I don't
They
think I
need
can
'em.
kill 100 wildlings.
So
Very
they need
bold.
him.
Very bold of Pip.
Yeah.
There's Marine.
I always liked this place.
Very
Pretty big.
cool architecture.
Mm-hmm. Who built those pyramids?
That's not the part I like about this place.
A champion of Marine.
A champion.
They want you to send your own champion against them.
Who's she picking?
What is he doing?
Is he pissing?
I believe he means to.
Oh.
He says that we're an army of men without man parts. He
Okay.
claims we're no woman at all, but a man who hides his cock in his own asshole.
Ignore your grace. These are meaningless.
Send the
words.
dragon.
Not meaningless if half the city you intend to take is listening to them.
Ooh. Okay, Grey Worm.
You think he would lose?
I've won more single combats
No.
than any man alive.
Which is why you must remain by my side.
He don't never
By your
lose.
side longer than any of them, Khaleesi. Let me stand for you today as well.
You're my most trusted advisor, my most valued general, and my
Then I guess you don't have a
dearest friend
champion,
in the
Daenerys.
days of your life.
I was the last to join your army. I'm not your general or a member of your Queen's Guard or the commander of your unsullied.
Send him.
My mother was a whore. Let me kill this man for you.
You have quite an audience. Make it worth their while.
Yeah, whip your own cock out, bro.
You're great. Yes, win or lose.
A duel of fates.
As long as the whole city's watching.
Joust?
You sure you don't want a horse?
I would want a horse.
Spear could be
Horses are
nice.
faster than men.
Horses are dumber than men.
What kind of sauce he got? Okay, he's Russian. What's the plan?
Me and Cod. And this is Corey.
Okay.
Not JK, this is actually me and Cod.
This is definitely you.
Oh! Damn. Nice. Okay, what happened to the duel? What? Are we not honoring it? Oh, he's doing it!
You might have been onto something. Having a pissing
piss
contest.
on the body. Oh, like he needs to lift his little skirt up to piss. That's pretty big army. Ooh, that sounds pretty good. I saw that gulp. Oh, ready those catapults.
I think they're more
trebuchets. Yeah, you don't have to correct me. What are they loaded with? Barrels? Wood? Logs? Barrels. Filled with metal? I guess whatever they could find? Oh, slave collars. That's sick. Of all the slaves she liberated. What a message. Ooh. Might want to wrong, big man. Is that the set? That's it?
They really make you want to hop right into the next one.
That's no way to end an episode. Come on now.
Welcome.
That is how they make you binge watch an entire season in a day.
Is that what you did?
Me and Blake have both been there.
Oh, 1000%. And they're at like 4 a.m. Just grinding.
Hey, that's crazy. It's only 12 a.m. now. We can make good time.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
At that point in time, I was in school. I didn't have a job.
School's a job.
Yeah.
So where do we start? The situation at the wall is looking pretty dire. I was wondering when they were going to circle back to what happened at Craster's camp.
Mm-hmm.
But the idea that there's just a group that decided to take it over, doing I don't know what with Craster's daughters. I don't want to think about that. But just kind of living it up, abandoning their post. I don't know how big that group was, but the fact that we only have 100 men in Castle Black now, I don't know how they're gonna convince them to come back. If they can. But yeah, it's looking pretty bleak. John was smart in understanding that with regards to understanding the situation. And also on the other, like they have an enemy on two fronts. They have enemies like on both sides of the wall who are just raiding villages nearby. Castle Black, I imagine. Pretty much they're cutting off supplies. Because it was a farm. I imagine some of those crops fed the Night's Watch. And they're just gonna keep going village to village, town to town. Strangling them even further. And then the other side, Mance is gonna approach and just kill them all. And he's gonna act a lot more if he finds out that they have nobody because of all the infighting that night. Wonder how Uncle Benjamin's doing. Surely he's got to be out there somewhere. Surely.
I'm surprised you remember that guy.
It's still unconfirmed. He's MIA right now. Not KIA. So until then, I'll hold out hope. I did not see Littlefinger being the one to orchestrate Joffrey's assassination. Makes sense, I guess. He wasn't presently there, but that's literally the best thing to not implicate him. He's not physically there. And he manages to implicate Tyrion by stealing Sansa, essentially, under the guise of saving her. He got me with that one. I didn't think Littlefinger had it in him. I didn't understand his game. Now I just wonder what Tywin plans to do. What do you like this whole trial? What is the desired outcome for Tywin? We know he doesn't feel strongly about Tyrion. Does he just want to have Tyrion take the fall and be done with him? I don't know how he's going to free himself. It's going to be a long battle. I don't know who's going to get. It seems like Jaime is his only hope. Jaime, I mean, because Varys, as much as he respects Tyrion, I don't know.
Varys.
I don't know how much he can put his own risk himself. He's willing to risk himself among it all. I'm assuming the person who approached Podrick had to be someone Peter sent. But it's really bittersweet. In the moment when Tyrion's life is at stake, he takes the time to worry about Podrick, and knowing that if he says no to the offer, he's going to be in danger. But regarding Jaime,
do you really want to talk about that?
I don't, but I feel like it kind of has to be talked about. I don't know what we call that.
Yeah.
That's rape.
Well, yeah.
That's rape.
Definitely.
Were you debating on that?
No.
Okay, good.
I just had it written down my notes. I'm like, wow, that's actually terrible.
It's really, I think the best way to summarize what you're feeling right now probably is you're confused. Because like you said while it was happening, Jaime does all this character development just to come back and do that.
Yeah.
So it's really questionable and confusing. And so I think the best way to summarize probably what you're thinking is
disappointment and confusion.
Yeah.
I don't know what Jaime's plan is or how he's going to act. Because I thought he was going to talk and mourn with Cersei because Joffrey still was a terrible person, but it was their son.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't want that. So for it to just go into that next to his dead body, I don't know what George R. Martin
Jar Jar?
Jar Jar. Yeah, I don't know what Jar Jar was thinking. George R. R. Martin. When he was writing that scene up.
That Jaime is more of a gray character. He has some highlights, but he also has some really low lights.
Yeah.
I'd agree with that.
You can't even call that a moment of weakness, because that's just, I don't know what the hell that is. That's just reprehensible. it's like Cersei was out of pocket for telling. I mean, she's grieving. This is not me defending Cersei. This is just me processing Cersei's actions.
Yeah.
They're two different things. She's grieving. She believes Tyrion killed her son and wants Jaime to kill her. She doesn't even to kill him. She doesn't even care about the trial, which presumably would just result in Tyrion's death anyway, given how things are going. But she's angry. And I don't know, I guess Jaime's just fed up with her at that point. But that's of course not the answer. Brother. Stop. What were you gonna say?
I was sitting here and I was thinking about the book.
Mm-hmm.
And what happened in the book. In the book it's consensual.
Oh. That's different.
Strange choice.
And so I was sitting there and I'm like, I don't remember this scene exactly like that from the book. Obviously, I remember the scene being the way I watched it the first time. But from what I'm reading, the writers didn't mean for it to come off as non-consensual.
It's that's the thing. That's we don't understand. We don't see. We just see what Cersei as a character is saying. We don't know what she's thinking. Is it no as I don't want this, or no, this isn't the place for it? You know?
I think she definitely, I mean, Joffrey just died. She is next to her son's dead body. They are in the Sept of Baelor, a public place with a bunch of people right outside. And regardless of if she says no and stop it repeatedly,
of course, 100%. There's no
what it is. I mean, they're obviously not on the same wavelength right there, the same vibe.
Mm-hmm. There's no way. I feel like the writers or the person who directed that scene couldn't see how it could be misconstrued for being extremely rapey.
Yeah, I think that in itself is the problem.
Mm-hmm.
But now that I'm re-aware that that's not how that shook out in the books, that makes more sense.
So
because
I think that's something because I don't know generally how the book is written or how the writing goes, but I feel like for a lot of adaptations for novels as a medium, you don't get a lot of internal thoughts of characters. You know, you don't see things from first perspective.
Right.
They try to do ways to kind of symbolize that or get some thoughts across, but it's not like you hear and you get to read their internal thoughts.
Right. They just did a very poor job of it because even if she wasn't saying, you know, she didn't change her tune to, okay, go for it. Body language wise, her body language on the ground, stiff as a board, you know, basically in tears. It's not like she got into it, like started making out with him or something, or you know exactly what I'm saying.
It's not like it's not like she said no, then like got into it. No, it was just she kept saying no the whole time.
Right.
If it's that sort of structure, I'm assuming the books are kind of written a first person perspective.
Yes.
So seeing what a character is thinking versus just seeing their actions and their dialogue, if they don't do a good job of adapting that, then it's just stuff that's lost in translation. I feel like that's a common enough thing. I've seen it happen in quite a few bits of writing. But they could have done better with that because it just got like, it was like, hey, this went from like an absurd situation to, okay, this is pretty dark now.
Yeah, I think D&D just absolutely dookied it. And that's just, at the end of the day, that's what you have to accept.
Yeah.
And so I kind of, when dealing with scenes that are direct rips from the book that have been changed, to fit the TV show, I usually err on the judgment of the book.
Okay.
So
okay.
when I look at this scene going forward, I'm going to be like, oh, that didn't happen that way. You know,
You'll follow how the book did it.
I'll follow how the book wrote it, because to me, the book is my Roman Empire.
Okay.
So
Okay.
that's where I'll go with that.
Okay. I guess. Okay. So I'll follow the book's intentions as opposed.
I mean, do what
to
you
how the show did
want,
it.
but it just doesn't make sense for Jaime's character for him to force
Yes.
himself on his sister in that
Yes.
moment after all the character development that's happened. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
So when you look at it, that specific scene in the book, it's like, oh, that makes so much more sense.
Mm-hmm.
Still gross,
Still gross, but
but
understandable.
it makes so much more sense.
Their relationship at its core is
Gross.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know we had some people defending incest in the comments of like a while, like episodes back.
Yeah, we can ignore that.
Yeah. Well, I'm not defending incest, but the line is drawn when they have 3 kids. If you make the argument and it's not hurting one, okay. Anyway, on to since we're segueing to another morally gray character, the Hounds in Arya.
Yeah.
I love their little the little paralogs we get with them. So they got found by a farmer. Arya speak checks them. We learn a bit more about the realm from the perspective of a simple farmer. The riverlands under Frey are chaotic. The north is also chaotic. The roads are unsafe. So yeah, Frey is more of a piece of shit than we already. I mean, he was already a piece of shit, but that's another thing for the list. He asks for the Hound for some help to deal with some raiders, and the Hound drinks his soup and robs him the next day.
Hound said, "Oh, you have spare silver? Don't mind if I do."
The arguments that, okay, they're probably going to die anyway, so it's better that I have it. It's not an argument to be made. On the Hound does some stuff because he's the Hound, I guess.
I mean, the Hound's
I can't.
been around. What did Tywin convince Tommen that what makes the best king? What's the best teacher? Wisdom. The Hound's seen some things. He's making predictions. He can't defend himself. Winter is coming.
Yeah.
He's gonna die anyway. Him and his daughter. I would say there would be a pretty good probability of that happening. But either way, you don't know that for sure.
Yeah.
You're just making an educated guess.
He could be right. He could be clairvoyant and be 100% right in this situation on an individual,
light, like Stannis.
But still, like on the individualistic level, and like how you treat another person, it's still wrong.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, it's not. It doesn't turn. It's a minor Hound L.
But he's improved.
He's always been. Yeah, he's improved.
He
He's
didn't
always.
kill him.
Yeah, it's not like it's new. He's always been this morally gray character. That just acts from a neutral, from what am I trying to say? From a neutral point where it just benefits himself. He does what benefits him, good and bad. Also, I mean, it's still some stuff that doesn't directly benefit him, but he's a mixed character. But I just love the relationship between the two. Arya saying it's her father and saying he's never been right since the incidents was just funny. But yeah. Sam and Gilly. They went to Moletown, which I guess is a brothel, or they have a brothel.
Yeah, basically, it's the town closest to the wall where the Night's Watch members like to sneak off to and do things they're not supposed to do.
They break their vows. No. Yeah, I don't know where she's better off staying. Neither is, I guess, the best environment for her. I can understand where Sam's coming from. Ultimately, it seems like she wants to be with Sam, like stay with Sam.
Mhm.
But I don't know what the right answer for that is. They're
Right.
both not good.
You're going to be dealing with Night's Watch members anyway, since they come to
Mhm.
Molestown. But at the wall, they're just like always there in abundance.
Yeah.
But also, you got the girls at the brothel. I mean, you saw the one. She was like, "You're an effing wildling." Like the tone she
Yeah.
said it in. Pretty.
I just don't.
You could tell her feelings about that.
Yeah, I don't think she's safe there. So, if anything, like at least I think she'd be better off with Sam, or he's at least in a position to act, even though if he can't do much, as opposed to not knowing what's going to happen to her there.
Sam's a dangerous man.
Yeah, dude, he's the only one that's killed a White Walker, by the way.
What did
No one
Alistair
believes him,
call
though.
him? Slayer? Something? Sam the Slayer. Yeah.
Sam the Slayer. That's crazy. Stannis gets word of Joffrey's death. Attributes it to the Lord of Light. I guess Peter's the Lord of Light. by his definition. So hey, another Lord of Light L for Blake. Insane.
You keep thinking that, Chum.
I'm just saying, man. Stannis.
You're just saying nothing.
Stannis is not the guy.
You don't know
L
what you're
is real.
talking about.
L is real. Sir Davos reading is amazing. And he gets the idea to write to the Bank of Bravos a little donation, a little loan to hire some mercenaries, because he believes they need men on the ground, not witchcraft. Which I think is a fair point. You need troops to garrison towns. The Lord of Light cannot do that. He can do great feats. I'm a believer. I acknowledge his actions, the blood magic. But still, I'm 100%. There's not been a single point that I've disagreed on with regarding Sir Davos. He might be my favorite character. My Onion Knight.
Your Onion Knight.
My Onion Knight. So yeah, I think that's everything.
Okay.
I still really love this. I still really love the scene with Dany. She's been having banger after banger for scenes.
Yeah.
The trebuchets launching the slave collars. Amazing.
That was definitely my favorite scene of the episode. I always love to see when Mother is mothering.
Lisa.
My favorite scene is probably either the trebuchet scene or I'm just skimming to see if there's anything else I like more. I really like Oberyn and Tywin's first interaction.
Ooh, I didn't comment on that.
I think it gets old. Me sitting here saying how much I love Charles Dance, but at the same time, I don't get tired of ever saying it.
He's crafty. Tywin as a character, I don't like him, but he's smart.
He's
too
schemer.
smart.
He's a gamer.
I'd even talk about the scene with him and Tommen. That was actually a really good. Tom. Him and Tywin and Tom. I thought that was a really good scene. Still trashing Joffrey in front of Cersei as he lies there dead, still warm. Amazing. But also weaseling his way in with Tommen. Like, hey, wisdom. Yeah, you're right. You're cooking there. But hey, you're a kid. You're dumb. You're not wise. Hey, look at me. I'm old. I'm wise. You should listen to me until you're of age, in quotation marks. Yeah, he's a weasel. All right. Crazy. Just blatant. I think he made a good point of just talking to Tom in there, but like knowing he just has ulterior motives. Tommen is just a pawn for him.
Or he's a grandson that he wants to teach.
Tommen is just a pawn to him.
Okay.
The favorite pawn.
You're allowed to be wrong.
Just everyone else
it's
has
allowed.
been everyone else is just shit to him. Tommen, if he makes a mistake, he'll be shit to him too. But Tommen's a blank slate. He can start fresh. He can't. The others are effed up.
Right now,
No
he's the
longer
only
fixable.
Baratheon that's not a disappointment, so I think that's a win.
He's 10.
Well, I mean,
He's a blank slate.
Jaime and Cersei were apparently in love with each other in the womb, so age isn't a number in the Lannisters. Age is no justification for good or bad.
Tommen's a blank slate. Whether
Joffrey
or not
was 15, murdering animals for fun.
Okay. Has Tommen murdered anyone? Anyway, Tommen's a blank slate. Whether or not Tywin has any real sense of love towards him, he's a blank slate he can start fresh with and strengthen the Lannister dynasty, which is his first and foremost goal. And if he just makes Tommen another him, instills all his teachings, then that's a dub for Tywin.
True. It's a dub, period. More Charles Dance.
But fun episode. Really cool stuff to see. Would love to watch another after the cliffhanger. I want to see how the slaves react to say, hey, maybe we should rebel. We have someone fighting for us. Look how successful they've been. Maybe we should get on that.
All right. We got our favorite scenes, so we're good?
Yes, sir.
Good.
All right. Well, if you enjoyed this reaction, hit that like button, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you don't miss when our reactions go live. If you don't want to wait, though, we have up to 4-week early access available on Patreon right now. Check that link in the description below. There's a link to join our free Discord and links to our social medias, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter. Check all those out. See you guys in the next one.
See ya.
See ya.